Hello everyone, welcome again. In the last video, I already told you about the guidelines which is provided by different type of authorities, and I also talk about the products which female should use so that their vagina can flourish well. Okay, so in this video, I will tell you about vulvovaginal product. As I told you that vulva and vagina both are different things. We can't compare them the same thing. We can't call them same things actually. Both are different things. Vulva is a different thing and vagina is a different thing. So there are different type of products for the vagina as well as for the vulva reason. So in this slide, you can see that there is a product format that what we should use for our vulva and vagina, and what should be the key actives, what should be the key ingredients in those product, and what are the characteristic of this product, and what should we avoid so that our vagina and vulva easily flourish, easily become very healthy and good. Okay, so if I told if I talk about product format, so in the vaginal product, you can use a lubricant, moisturizer, tablet, estrogen product. Estrogens are basically the female reproductive hormone, and self-diagnostic kits for the pH or hydration. It is available in the market, and others you can use like a topical prebiotics, probiotics. All these things are used as a product format for the cleaning of vaginal system. And for the vulvar product, you can use a liquid wash which is in the form of gel. You can wipe your vulva, and you can use any bar soap. You can use spray, foam, other things like talcum powder, cream, deodorant, and key actives. What should be the key actives in this ingredient, like in these products? What are the key ingredients? So in these product which is used for the vagina, the key ingredient are lactic acid, glycerins, vitamins are present in their naturals are present like lavender, it can be chamomile, aloe, etc. And for the vulvar product, the key ingredients are lactic acid. These are the same things which is product in vaginal product, as well as which is present in vaginal as well as in the vulvar product, like lactic acid, glycerin, vitamins, and there is some difference. For the naturals and vaginal, you can use lavender, chamomile, aloe, but for the vaginal, for the vulvar product, you can use naturals as green tea to wash your vulva. And what are the characteristics of this product? It can be botanical or herbal. For the vaginal product, it should be gentle, pH should be balanced. In these products, they should be dermatologically tested, odor neutralizing, they are hypoallergic in nature, and they should be soap free, paraben free, and fragrance free. And for the vulvar product, the characteristics should be, it should antibacterial, neutral pH should be there, they should be hypoallergic, also they should be odor neutralizing, and they should act like a moisturizer. And these products should respect microflora of the vulva region, and they should be suitable for everyday use. What should we avoid for vagina as well as the vulva? So dosing is should avoid for the vagina, oil based lubricant which should avoid for vagina. And for the vulvar product, we should avoid soap or harsh surfactant and disruptions of pH or natural flora. The product which disrupt the pH or natural flora, we never use them. Okay, so these are the vulvovaginal product which is easily available in the market, but you should think carefully about all these products before bringing them. In the next slide, I talk about some myth which is related to vulvovaginal health practices. Myth number one is that need a special chemical or soap to wash your vagina, which is totally wrong. You never use any vaginal soap. You never use any soap for the vaginas. For you should always prefer a shower without a soap. Myth number two is vaginal discharge means that you have some infection. No, it's not reality. Vaginal discharge means it doesn't mean that you have any type of disease or any type of infection. And myth number 3 is that if your hymen is intact, that means you're virgin. Not, it's not correct. If your hymen is intact or not intact, it is a tear due to some things, that it doesn't mean that you are virgin or not virgin. Okay, so it is just a myth. If your hymen is not intact, after that you can even a virgin also. Myth number 4 is that repeated sexual intercourse cause the vagina to become loose. No, it's not the reality, because vagina have stretchable muscles, so after some time it gains their natural position after intercourse. And myth number 5 is that a healthy vagina does not smell. No, actually a healthy vagina also smells. It smells very lightly, and yeah, healthy vagina can also smell. So it is not the real things which people thinks about all these things. So these total are all myth about what? About vulvovaginal health practices. There are some scientific support for a properly designed feminine wash. What it is, there are some case study. Like in the first case, Anand used data from a household survey of 500 women of Iran, and discovered that women who used unhygienic methods during menstruation were 1.04 times more likely to report symptoms of reproductive tract infection, and 1.3 times more likely to have an abnormal vaginal discharge. So here, what they try to say, actually there are some case study that some Anand was a person. He studied something. He studied a comparative data between Iran female, and he categorized female in two category. First is who used different type of unhygienic method during menstruation, and one is who used very hygienic method during menstruation. Then he found that the females who were using very unhygienic method, those were very prone to disease. Like they have very more likely more times to report more times of symptoms of reproductive tract infection, and have many abnormal vaginal discharge, itching, vulvar irritation. And the female who never use all these things during menstruation, they never go through all these type of diseases. Case number 2, that women with vulvar use of bulbal bath were twice as likely to have bacterial vaginosis. What happens during bubble bath? We use very alkaline condition and we remove all the bacteria which is useful for our vagina. So that's why female who use bubble bath very commonly, they have more chances of bacterial vaginosis than the women who did not use this product. And a recent in vitro study suggested that some vaginal product may be harmful to lactobacillus bacteria and alter the vaginal immune environment. So therefore should be used with very precautions. And in a large study during which women were asked to use feminine wash products containing natural plant extract for 4 weeks, a positive clinic effect was shown, favoring reduction of vaginal pH and improvement of symptoms and quality of sexual activity compared with pre-treatment. So these were all scientific reports. And what is the conclusion? There are some 5 points which I wrote here, and that women regularly use intimate hygiene product as part of their daily cleansing routine, which should be mild and which should not as much harsh product. Okay. Second is education about the importance and potential risk associated with female intimate hygiene is a very important priority for both health care professionals and women to advance overall intimate health hygiene. That conclusion is that basically we should create awareness between females, among females, so that they can clean their vulva and vagina for their good health. And gentle vulva cleansing is desirable, and it suggests that female intimate after intercourse or after menstrual period, females always use their vagina, female use always wash their vagina very with very soft hands and very mild, never use any ingredients, any soap which can create harm to your vagina. And many female think that if they are running, they are have some vaginal discharge, so they use different type of things, to remove this vaginal discharge, but never go through this. Always use always prefer to go for a doctor and talk to him, talk to told about told about all your disease, all your all your symptoms which are you feeling, and talk about them. It is next thing is that it is also important for female intimate female feminine hygiene products to be assessed clinically to ensure that they are well tolerated for the female, and provide targeted antimicrobial and other health benefits without negatively impacting the natural vulvovaginal microbiota. So it is very important that always the products which we are using always clinically assessed, that they are good for our health or not. That is very important part of our life for the females. Okay, so thank you friends for listening about all these female intimate hygiene practices. I hope you will truly benefited from these videos, and these were all about the female intimate hygiene, that how females should use all these things for the care of their vagina and vulva. There are some differences between vulva and vagina, all was totally mentioned here. Thank you friends. um, okay.